Natalie, George, Mia, Wanita, and I are a group of like-minded individuals that all wanted to work together towards one purpose. Together we created a student organization called Green Machine. Green Machine's central purpose is to collaborate with one another on the use of more biodegradable products in order to reduce the carbon footprint. This student organization will consist of undergraduate and graduate students at Michigan State University. Students can become members by emailing, direct messaging us off our social media, finding a flyer around campus, or signing up at one of our public events. Student memberships can be taken away if students don't follow the group amendments and/or don't stay at passing status based on university requirements. Each member will be asked to sign the Green Machine Constitution, promising to follow the amendments of Green Machine. If a member fails to keep up with the standard expected of them, the officers will vote on whether or not they will be removed from Green Machine. The E-Board, or Executive Board, for this organization consists of a president, vice president, treasurer, secretary, and community outreach chair. All E-Board members have voting rights. Amendments will be voted on by all members, with final say being from the E-Board. Green Machine spends a lot of time volunteering in the East Lansing community with park cleanups and at events promoting the use of biodegradable products. Together, this student organization will work to help our community to use more biodegradable products while creating some new ideas as well.
Our group has high application of the concept of group values. We attempt to hold collaboration as a very high priority among group members, as well as finding new perspectives within our community to better our organization. It is also important to have meetings with as many members or group leaders as possible, as to not prioritize one aspect of the group over another. And in order to keep our high regard for diversity, we take input from many people who come from all walks of life. Leadership within our group is shown by doing our best to keep controversy civil. Although we all work toward the same goal within our organization, we believe it is important and push our members to critique and find flaws in our strategies in order to improve our collective. For example, if at a meeting a group member finds a flaw in our strategy and finds a way to more effectively put our funds to use, it is important to look into the matter and to collaborate within the group in order to find the best solution moving forward. We believe that this makes a more effective way to improve our group rather than surrounding ourselves with undiverse, like-minded individuals. To add to this note, we do understand the importance of a common purpose. We try to find new members who are committed and truly care about the environment, as well as strengthening our group, who will work diligently, but in their own way, to improve our group, as well as the environment and society as a whole.
Hi, my name is Wanita Townsend. I had Section 3 of our Constitution presentation for EAD 315, and Section 3 basically asks me for a reflection of how my organization, Green Machine, applies the society/community value citizenship of the social change model. So, per the definition, Green Machine is it's an organization that is trying to reduce the carbon footprint. So basically, we would go around the community and increase like awareness of recyclables, decrease the use of different plastics or anything that may emit certain types of gases that can affect the ozone layer or what have you. So as far as the citizenship value of the social change model, it basically says that in context, it means more than a membership, and it applies active engagement of the individual that would be inside of Green Machines. So active engagement as a part of someone that's in Green Machine basically would make sure that their classmates, their peers, their friends are recycling all the time, making sure that you're using less plastic and more paper for instance, you can start small and you can do things such as instead of using like those plastic straws, they have those paper straws now. Instead of using plastic plates, use paper plates. And also, instead of having so many water bottles, I know that's like a really big thing on campus, especially people that stay in dorms. They have water bottles because not all students have cars. So those water bottles actually are very bad for our environment. So another thing could be, instead of buying water bottles, maybe if you have like a mini fridge or something, you could use you could buy or purchase a Brita. It's basically a water container, and it comes with a filter, so it would filter out all of those like toxins or any like harmful metals that may be found in your water, and it filters that right out, and you can use that. And you just I have one of those at my house. I actually I used to be really, I love my water bottles, let's just say that. And then now I have converted to using a Brita water filter. They do have the ones that you can put on the faucet, but I just have the one that you just refill and put in the refrigerator. So yeah, basically you just start with yourself and just let people know and help them understand why you're doing what you're doing and why it's important that we reduce this carbon footprint, because global warming is happening all around us. Think about it. It's December now, and it's just now getting cold, and there's no snow on the ground, and it was pretty warm around like October, which is crazy because it's winter now. So I think if we can reduce this carbon footprint, it can help draw back the effects of things such as global warming. And another part is basically talking about our members' effort to serve our community. So our community at Michigan State is primarily just based on like students and other organizations. So if maybe we could, collaborate with another organization when they have like something like a potluck or something like that, and help them use paper plates instead of plastic plates, and using paper cups instead of plastic cups, or maybe even like a foam cup, or maybe I don't know. And then lastly, and then I think I kind of touched on this. So part of the definition just says that the citizen would imply a social or civic responsibility. So I just think that really just means, instead of being all about reducing that carbon footprint within our organization, still be that same good person when you're on your social media, when you're with your friends and in your friend groups, because the point of our organization is not only just to influence our organization's circle. The point is to help influence our community so that they are making healthier, better choices for our world and for our ozone layer, so that our world doesn't end as quickly as it is, because there's so many things, and people are using a lot of things carelessly now. And also something good too, like instead of driving everywhere, for us, like how we the majority of the people on campus, like in order to get around, because Michigan State is pretty big, we usually drive mopeds. That's like our thing here. Or people ride bikes, and some people drive to class. But I think that also it would help as far as reducing that carbon footprint. Instead of like with gas, when you drive your car, there's so many like fuel emissions. So maybe instead of driving every day to class, as a good active member, let your friends know, hey, maybe you should consider walking to class. I think if they live close enough, of course, or maybe you should consider investing in a bicycle, and just things like that. And it also touches on the individuals and just generally being a leader within their group. I think I pretty much Like I just said, I touched on those. So I mean, if you're a leader within a small group, most of the time, if you keep that up, you can move people in such a way that your leadership grows beyond like your small intimate groups. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, hi, my name is Mia, and I want to talk about what my group has learned about leading for positive change as part of MSU campus community. So we learned that it's a lot of work, that it takes more than just one person to do everything. And I mean, I bet everybody knew that, but like, so we have, even though we have president, we have like different sections of our organization who do different things. So for example, we have a financial section who, decides budgets, who monitors everything, especially for our own organization. We know that there's like maybe a marketing area, and then also like agenda, somebody plans the agenda. We learned that there is like a lot of things that go into having an organization, and it's a lot of work. Especially, we have to think about who to vote for, like how to get people in the positions in the organization, what makes you think like who's gonna be in it, how to get kicked out, stuff like that. We learned that making a positive change, but you need like a lot of work to it, which is for anything to make it work. But overall, like we know the social change model had a big effect. It's like social change model is like in every part of like what we did. So I mean, like everybody else said before, like how collaboration, common purpose, and like society, all that mixed into like with our organization. So like we noticed like those little things that you probably didn't think about are like the big part to organization. So with that, we also had to think about like what we want to, like how we want to get the word out. And it's not as easy as you think it is, because we got to get people's attention and everything. And overall, it must have been a lot of work, but it was like rewarding to like think of something like this, because then it makes you think about for the future, how you really want to do stuff, and like what the steps you need to take, and especially stuff you need to think about just to make those goals happen. And that's really important, like for the project, everything, and now.
So as my classmates have stated, it was really important while coming up with our organization and its purpose and our mission to keep in mind the social change model, especially when applying it to our campus. There are so many things that need to change on campus in order to make us a more sustainable and eco-friendly community. And so it really is important that we do think of all the different aspects of the social change model in order to really accomplish anything for our organization and in our community. This class has taught us a lot about leadership and all the important things that go into creating an organization and finding a mission and purpose in your leadership. I think that this project was really special and important to all of us because it is something that we all really value, and going green is something that means a lot to us, especially as Spartans. So we really had fun working on Green Machine, and we hope you enjoyed learning about it.